7/18/2024. We're in Taigong's 6 Secret Teachings, Chapter 5, Leopard Secret Teaching, the Few and the Many. King Wu asked Taigong, I would like to defeat a large number with a few and attack the strong with the weak. What should I do? Taigong said, if you want to defeat a large number with a few, you should take advantage of the sunset. Deploy an ambushing force in tall grass and cut off the enemy at narrow passes. If you want to attack the strong with the weak, you should get support from big states and neighboring countries. King Wu asked, suppose we do not have terrain with tall grass for ambushes, or narrow routes to guard. The enemy troops do not arrive at sunset. We do not have any support from large state or neighboring countries. What do we do? Taigong answered, use of tactics of seduction and deception to confuse the enemy. Use tactics of seduction and deception to confuse the enemy. Lure them into the tall grass. Encourage them to take the long route so they are delayed and engage in battle at sunset. When the enemy's advanced troops have not finished crossing the river and the troops behind have not yet set up camp, launch your ambushing forces to attack both their flanks. Command your chariots and cavalry to harass the front and the back of the enemy. Though they are numerous, they will be defeated. Treat the rulers of the large states with respect, honoring neighboring countries' talents with money and generous presents, and speak to them with reverence. That is how you can obtain the support of large states and neighboring countries. King Wu said, brilliant. I like the inference of, at first, seek allies, right? Of your neighbors in big states. And so seeking allies, having friendships, right? Your network is your net worth. Your network is really what determines a lot about where you're at in life. And sometimes your network can hold you back if it's immediate, like friends or family. So it's, time to prune that sometimes. And moving forward and just making sure you're staying on your purpose. But even then, Taigong says, then you have to seek the strategic route if you don't have advantageous ground. And so if you're also not on advantageous ground, you need to seek an alternative tactic and you need to attack it, is what he's saying. So if you're in a bad position in life, say your immediate family, you're living with your parents, like I was when I was, in my early 30s, late 20s, for very many reasons, and you're in this position to where you have to attack your way out of it, because it's very easy to be seduced by the enemy, but you have to seduce yourself into getting out. You have to make sure that you're following the path that's right for you. Divided strategic positions. King Wu asked, when leading troops deep into enemy territory, we encounter the enemy in narrow passes. We have mountains on the left and water on the right. The enemy have mountains on the right and water on the left. In this case, both sides would like the defense to be solid and the attack to succeed. What should we do? Taigong said, if you occupy the left side of the mountain, you should prepare to guard the right side immediately, and vice versa. If you have no boats to cross large rivers, you should use floating equipment such as heaven swing. The advance force, which has already crossed the river, should clear the route and occupy advantageous terrain, allowing the main troop to follow. Use assault chariots to cover the front and rear of your army. Deploy strong crossbowmen to make your lines and formations solid. Block important passes and valleys with assault chariots and set up flags, forming a chariot city. In strategic places, deploy assault chariots at the front, use large shields as a protective force, and deploy strong crossbowmen to protect both flanks. Group 3,000 men into one unit and deploy them in an attack formation. Position them on advantageous terrain. During battle, the left army should advance on the left, the right army should advance on the right, and the central army should advance up the middle. All should attack and advance in concert. Troops which have already fought should return to camp to rest. Those which are yet to engage in battle should fight until victory is achieved. King Wu said, marvelous. Okay, as simple as it sounds, when he says during battle, the left army should advance on the left, the right on the right, and the middle, the central, should advance up the middle. As simple as that sounds, I love the brilliance, the marvelousness of it. Stay true to your goal. Stay true to your objective. This is an objective. Stay to the middle. Stay to the left. Stay to the right. Pick your lane and stick to it until the battle is over. Chapter 6, Dog Secret Teaching, is next.